I lost $15,000 in one day. Okay? It came in two parts. One in a second mortgage for $7,400 that I completely forgot about, but it's there and I'm gonna have to pay it at closing. Whatever. Number two is an HVAC system that I thought just needed servicing. Come to find out, we need a whole new HVAC system. So here we are. After we're already under contract, having to spend $6,500 on a brand new HVAC system. So on top of all that, in reality, I really lost like $30,000 when you really think about it, because I listed it for $230, and when I looked at the numbers, since nobody was showing any interest in the first week, and I thought that this market, everybody made an offer within the first day, I was looking through my numbers and I said, hey, even if I take an offer at 15 or even 20 below asking, I'm still gonna be profiting. And I will be happy with just getting this out of the way and moving on to the next deal. So I accepted an offer for $215. Okay, and I'm gonna break it down right here. So this is what it originally looked like for me. It was the $215 minus the $137 in mortgage, minus 26 in private money lenders, minus 24 in loans and repair costs and paying myself back. And then the rest was the profit, right? So at $230, that seems pretty excellent, right? That seems pretty okay for spending 4 months of your summer, spending your whole summer doing something. But now take 15 from that, and that's still something that you're happy with, especially if it's something you can get out of your hair, stop stressing about, and really move on to the next project. This freaking tortoise. She has like a favorite stuffed animal. This one's a little dinosaur. I think they're like siblings though, because they're both like literally ancient. Look at this thing. She's freaking ancient, bruh. Oh, let me grab her correctly. She likes being held like a little baby. Like I was saying, even if you took like some money from that, you know, you're still making some money. You get it out of the way. You don't have to be afraid of appraisals. You don't have to be afraid of all the other stuff. You just go ahead and get it out of the way. You still make some money and you're able to move on. However, say however, life just throws shit at you. And now, you know, the profit that was supposed to be profit is now just another expense. Bye, YouTubes. The main thing that you can learn in anything that you're doing, number one, is to have confidence. I knew before I listed it, I had 100% confidence in the value of the house. I had 100% confidence in it. But everything went to crap when I listed it, and I was getting feedback, and people were telling me this, people were telling me that, people were telling me, oh, it's not gonna appraise, it has this that needs to work on, it has that. They were telling me all kinds of things that at first I was brushing off until like 5 people, like the 5th person told me this. And then it really got to me, and I thought that nobody wanted this house. We were 25 showings in, and there was no offers, there was no calls, nothing. So, number one, if I would have kept my confidence and said, I don't care, these 25 people, they saw something else, or it's not exactly the house that they want, but I know that the value is still there, then we'd be in a whole different situation. Number two, if I would have had patience. Number two is to have patience, and whatever the hell you're doing, have patience. If I would have had patience and just let myself be there and stay there for longer than a week, because I really said no to an extra 10 showings on Friday and Saturday, just because I just wanted to like get out of this feeling that I had. I just felt so much anxiety and fear that things weren't going to work out the way that I planned them to. So I accepted an offer on Friday. I accepted the offer on Friday, and that same Friday evening there was a few showings. I let them show. That Friday evening, one of the agents called me and she told me that her client was interested and that they were going to put in an offer. And you know, I didn't even want to hear for how much, but it was probably for asking. So, you know, like after 27 showings, you get one person who actually calls you back. But that's the whole point. That's the whole idea behind patience. If I would have just waited Friday and Saturday, we would have been in a whole entirely different position right now, even with the HVAC system and the second mortgage situation coming up. And number three lesson to learn from something like this is to take a deep breath and face it. Just keep moving forward. This kind of stuff happens. I'm gonna make mistakes in the beginning. You're gonna make mistakes in the beginning of whatever you're doing. Sometimes shit doesn't work out. Sometimes you get broken up with. Sometimes you get stolen from. Sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you make the wrong decision. But you just gotta keep going. There's no other option, really. I could say this sucks and I don't ever want to do another real estate transaction again and just leave it at that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to arm myself with everything that I learned from this transaction and absolutely obliterate everything in my path. And you're gonna see it. So this is the story of how I just lost $15,000, my only profit on this property. So this is a story of how I spent the last 4 months breaking even on my first flip and what it's taught me moving forward on how to handle things. But I'll talk to y'all soon.